Hello. Alright, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I make cheesy, creamy, dehydrated spaghetti. So I have this Mountain House chili mac with beef, and I turned it over and I was looking at the ingredients, and I noticed we got cooked beef, which I have some dehydrated beef right here that I got off Amazon, and this is left over from last year, so I have that. And in this Mountain House, it also calls for macaroni or some kind of pasta, which we have here, kidney beans, a tomato paste, a chili pepper, other spices. I have some other spices here that I found laying around that we can throw in. I've got some garlic powder. And so we're good here. Garlic, salt. Oh, look. I've got some salt here, so we're good there. I had garlic. Something I'm added in. This is like a cheesy seasoning without dairy, which I don't care. I just like that it's a cheesy seasoning. And it's called Nutritional Yeast, so I'm going to add that in. So okay, for paprika, I don't know about that. Sugar, I got some sugar. And this will be like, oh gosh, I keep hitting my thing. This will be a dry ingredient that I put in. I'll show you, let's see here. Caramel colors, well I ain't putting all that in. I'm not doing any of that, no. Let's see, yeast, whatever. Dehydrated onion. I'll dehydrate some onions. I went to Stop and Shop and I got these portobello sliced mushrooms, 2 peppers, bell peppers, a zucchini. I didn't want to chop up an onion, so I got these already chopped. A can of kidney beans, a can of tomato sauce. Let's see here. And then pasta, sugar, the dry ingredients that I'll mix in. So you see where I'm going with this. I like to use a little baking soda and a little vinegar. Hear that? Ooh-ah. I just like to have the baking soda and vinegar rinse just to kill anything off. It sizzles like hydrogen peroxide, which I just like to hear. Makes me feel better, if anything. I'm gonna get these good and rinsed. I picked beans that have no flavor, nothing added, no added sugar, no added fats, no added oils. Natural and as organic as I could possibly find it. And these have been pre-cooked, so they're already, ready. And they dehydrate really nice. Really, really nice. So I make sure they're nice and clean. Alright, that's good for the rinsing. These, when it's time to bring out the dehydrator, I'll just put these on a tray. I'll probably rinse them and then put them on a tray. I think they should be rinsed. Alright, so I have everything washed and cut. The beans we'll get to in a minute. I'm not going to steam the mushrooms. They don't need steamed. They dehydrate very, very well. Not all vegetables need to be steamed first or blanched. This is just what I do. It softens the outside of the vegetable to allow the moisture to escape, and then it also allows it to rehydrate a lot more efficiently. So I always throw them in the steamer for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna put the zucchini and put the bell peppers in. Alright. And then that, I'm gonna get the dehydrator ready now. Whoop, let me get the lid on. Alright. Once those start steaming, I'll put a timer on for about 7-8 minutes, and then I'll just unplug it. Alright, while that's steaming, I'm gonna go ahead and get my mushrooms, my beans, my sauce on the tray. So, I pre-washed these in the sink. All you do with these, wow. Man, ta-da! Alright, there's the beans. Alright, up next. Oh, I use parchment paper to line my rack so I don't lose my food through the holes. Mushrooms. Oh, ta-da! So easy. Come here. Get me. I'm gonna lose some. Yeah. Go ahead and open the hunt tomato. Alright, so a little goes a long way on these trays with this. So I'm just gonna do like probably a little bit less than half, because it'll spread out, and that way it dries more consistently too. Look, ta-da! Oh no, ta-da! A little bit more. That's it. Liquid. Okay. All right. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna check on the vegetables. They've been steaming for 10 minutes. All right. They're gonna be hot. All right. Not bad, not bad. Oh, that's nice. See how nice these tear for me now? So I've softened the vegetables like cell wall, and now all of this water can be released and rehydrated more efficiently. I like that a lot. And this also retains the color, it retains the nutrient value. And so far, hold on, isn't this looking a lot better than this? This is what I used to do. This used to be dinner. That was it. This is what I talk about this is what I mean when I say I was breaking down, and years of this. You need this. You see why I'm doing this now. That's all. Okay. So those are, I'm gonna give that about 3 more minutes and I'm happy. Not much longer. Let me test this real quick here. Nice and soft. Look at that. Yep, that's good. I'm happy with where that's at. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this. Okay. Put a towel down here. Okay. Put a bowl right here. Because these are hot and I want to let those drain right there. Those are really, really nice. I'm gonna let all that cool down. And I will even probably put this in the refrigerator just like this. So all that cools down, gets to at least room temperature, and then I'm gonna chuck it in on the dehydrator sheets and fire up the dehydrator. Once I lay the vegetables across the tray, I like to put this seasoning mix. And I like to dehydrate my vegetables with seasoning on them. And I will also add a dry seasoning bag inside the meal when I'm done with it. But think about it here like this. This is just what I do. I don't know why I do it this way. I do. This is just so I can see what I'm doing. This is garlic powder. This is some Italian seasoning. This is some thyme. Don't need much of this. This stuff is strong. Oof. That's good enough. Can never have it. Can never have it. All right, I need to get this out. All right, and get this on the trays. All right, here's the dehydrator. This is an Excalibur. My mom bought this for my birthday, and basically I'm just going to. I use hold on here. Okay, so as you can see, my sauce is dripped just a little bit when I picked it up, but it should be fine. It'll dry fine. I mean, yeah. And then we have the only thing that I'm not putting in right now are the onions. I'm gonna wait and put those in tonight because those smell so strong that I dry those by themselves in the dehydrator. I don't mix them with anything else because the food absorbs everything absorbs that onion, and I just would rather have my flavors separate. There's that. We have our beans right here. Oops. Let me turn this around. Alright, so we have our sauce, peppers, zucchini, mushrooms, and our beans. And I am going to put this on for 8 hours. And my temperature will be 135. Okay, good. Go. Can you believe I turned it off? Oh my god. Alright. It is time to check the dehydrator. Put pause on that. And yesterday we put these in and I let them go until we went to bed, and then I put onions in, and I took these out, set them here, and I put onions in, let them dehydrate all night, and I just put all these back in just to, warm them up. But everything is ready to go. See, this is the beans, and I put seasoning on them when they were still moist. These are green peppers and red peppers, the bell peppers. Onions that I added last night. Zucchini. Portobello mushroom. And our tomato sauce. Alright. So I'm going to take all of these out. Now, I already have some processed and in containers from just since I've been making them. And I'm going to go ahead and combine everything, and then we're going to make up a meal and then test it out. So I've gotten all the trays out of the dehydrator, and now I'm gonna go ahead and empty them. I already have kidney beans that I dehydrated, or the last time I dehydrated them. Let me see here. Right there. Alright, now it's time to assemble. I didn't use this. Now it's time to assemble our meal. Now we are going to assemble our creamy spaghetti. And we're going to start with the bigger things. And we're going to start with the pasta. For pasta, I don't like anything with more than a 6 or 7 minute boil time. 4 to 5 minutes is good, but 6 or 7 minutes that's good too. What I like about these pastas is they're really small, they're thin, and they boil up and they cook up really good. They cook really nice. So you got 2/3 cup of these. 2/3 cup. This has a 6 or 7 minute al dente in 6 or 7 minutes. Perfect. Another pasta you can use of these. This is millet and brown rice ramen pasta, and it has a 4-minute cook time. I like this. It's got 5 grams of protein. It's lightweight, compact, gluten-free, organic. You know, if you couldn't get that, it's whatever you can find. Here's another example. This is vermicelli. I got this at Walmart for 50 cents. 4 to 5 minute cook time. Yeah, so, you know, whatever you can get. Put that in the bag. There you go. I like that. And then we're going to do 1/3 cup of beans. Okay, 1/3 cup. Get every bittle. Don't leave no bittles behind. No bittles behind. As far as the vegetables go, it's supposed to be a total of 1/3 of a cup with the onions, the peppers, the zucchini, and the mushrooms all together. That should come out to 1/3 of a cup. So let's see here. We got some zucchini. I'm probably gonna end up just doing a 1/2 cup. And then portobello mushrooms. Throw some of those in. Some onions. Peppers and onions here. Alright. Oh, peppers and onions here. These are the red peppers and green peppers that I just did, so I'm getting a little bit much in there. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that right there. In this you also want, hold on one second. This, yay! I know I went a little crazy on the vegetables, but I like that. And they don't weigh anything. They weigh something. Alright. And then you just want to throw in a pinch of salt, because this is what you're going to put in the water. And you want some salt in your water. How much? Just a pinch, you know. For the water. Alright, so there's that. There. Alright, pasta sauce. Now I weigh that out. 16 grams of your pasta sauce, and then put that in a baggie. We're gonna start with sugar, and we're gonna do about a teaspoon, a little bit more, a teaspoon and a half. A teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of sugar, a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of any kind of milk powder of your choice. I use the whole powder milk. You can also use coconut milk powder, or instant non-fat dry milk powder, coconut powder. I use I call it the all-in. I'm all in. Give me it all. Give me all of it. We want about a teaspoon. Let's do a teaspoon and a half of sugar, a teaspoon and a half of the milk. And we're gonna do a teaspoon and a half of nutritional yeast. And it has to be nutritional yeast, not brewer's yeast or whatever, or dry yeast. So about a teaspoon and a half. And this gives it an organic, nutty, cheesy seasoning flavor, without the dairy. For now, I'm using these little baggies, but yeah, like my syrup, my honey, my olive oil, they will all be, I'm gonna condense everything into sachets. So I think I'll do that with the Parmesan cheese too. All right. I think that's it. All right. There we go. Bam. All right. In the process, now that we have this put together, I will show you how to assemble it, cook it, and eat it. Right. Now it's time to assemble our creamy dehydrated spaghetti that we just made. Alright, so we have our sauce, we have our dry bag with our seasonings and our cheese, and then we have our pasta and our vegetables. Put everything in. For the sake of the video, if we were on the trail or out backpacking, I would be pouring this into the Jetboil. But I can't cook on that in the condo. Alright, so we dumped our pasta, all our veggies, our beans, and we put that in. Okay, we've added in our pasta, our beans, our vegetables, our mushrooms. Now we're gonna I'm gonna add to what would be the Jetboil. Here's 1 cup of water, and then I'm gonna add, it's about 1 1/3 cups of water, but because I added a little bit more vegetable, I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 1/2 cups. All right. Brought my pan over to the stove, and I'm gonna bring this to a boil. Okay, now my recipe calls for 1.5 cups of water, but you can kind of judge it. If it doesn't look like it's enough, go ahead and add a little bit more. I added a little bit more water to make it around 2 cups of water, simply because I added some more vegetables. It's already starting to rehydrate. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to reduce it and let it simmer for 2 minutes. After that 2 minutes, we're going to turn the heat off completely and just cover it and let it go for 10 minutes. and then check on it after that. Alright, once you have this, once you have your pasta and your vegetables and your beans and your mushrooms and your water added, and you got it coming to a boil, that's when you start adding your tomato sauce. Dump it in there. Alright. There you go. Now bring everything to a boil. Alright, so now it's boiling. It just started to boil. And I'm going to reduce the heat to simmer. Cover for 10 minutes. Alright, it's been 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes. And look, it's already, oh man, it's already real thick. It's so good. Alright, keep letting it go. Gotta give it the right time. Woo. This is a hearty meal, I'm telling you what. And then this is the cheesy, milky seasoning packet. Now is the time to add that. And then if you have your cheese packet, now's the time to add your cheese packet. You can even get Baby Bell cheese and cut them up and throw them in. You can do a million things. So there's that. Okay. There it is. All right, let's give it a taste. Smells good. Hot. Perfect. Everything I add is perfect. Poncho.
Yeah.
You down to taste?
Sure.
It's hot, but you like it hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's filling. It's good.
Good.
It's very good. Well, I like all the little subtle flavors, but each one of those subtle flavors is a natural ingredient that's been dehydrated and rehydrated.
And it's better than this.
All day long. Macaroni cheese and tuna, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty, might be similar.
Similar to that stuff right there.
I'm hoping I hit it.
Yeah, I'd eat this every night. I wouldn't care. That's good. I know I'm getting the things I can't get on the trail with food, like that.
Right.
This has no vegetable matter.
None. And I like Mountain House. That's why I'm using it as
Mountain
an
House
example.
is good.
Yeah, I'm using that as my comparison because that's what I've been eating for. What you can do?
The only time I eat Mountain Houses really are in the Shenandoahs because day hikers give them to us. I eat so many of these in the Shenandoahs.
Oh my goodness.
Day hikers, we brought extra meals that we didn't eat. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I ain't letting you go anywhere. It's Valentine's Day and I want a kiss. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for all your help and encouragement and support.
All they did was come in and taste it. You did all the work. It was great.
I love you.
I love you.